We are live from Pleasant Grove Hawk Stadium. Looks like there's less than a second left on the clock. Spring Hill got in right before halftime, 48-21. Pleasant Grove's up. It's been a pretty one-sided ball game, but Spring Hill's put up some points here just in the last few minutes.
All I'm going to say is I'm very much impressed with their quarterback because the guy has taken a beating tonight. And he is getting up. Now, he's getting up slowly, but he is getting up, and he's not quitting right now.
Oh, no.
So mad respect for him.
Yeah.
I was just listening to say, I hope he gets out of here alive. Oh, man,
he's taking some big shots.
Especially with the playoffs.
And another thing, it doesn't seem like Spring Hill can adjust and stop their run. Nick Martin was like a man out there running against boys.
I mean, Nick Martin, we all know this guy. He's going to play at a Texas, Arkansas, A&M, or Oklahoma. I mean, he's going somewhere big.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to tackle him either. But they're hitting it from. I mean, Logan Johnson has a score. KJ has a
Hicks
score.
2 scores, I think.
Yeah.
Nick Martin 2 scores.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a solid football game.
It's
I mean,
like
Pleasant Grove came out. To tell you a little bit of story of the game, Spring Hill came out, scored quick.
45 seconds, 4 plays in 45 seconds.
Yeah, all pass plays. And then it was all Pleasant Grove until down here at the end.
Well, Pleasant Grove's offensive line is completely dominating the defensive line of Spring Hill. They're just too much, and it's opening the huge running holes for them running backs.
But like you said,
it was kind of like Oprah was here. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. On both sides.
But I'm liking what I'm seeing from these seniors. Looks like they're going to be able to get out of here on senior night with 3 straight district championships. We'll bring you the band in just a second. Let's go through some local scores real quick. Texas High is up on Wiley East, 21-6, middle of the third quarter. They were up 21-0 at halftime. So shout out to Coach Stanford, and I saw Billy did a couple interviews pregame and at halftime. Henderson is down 31-7 to Carthage, and you took Henderson.
What?
Just kidding.
Has anybody looked at that Hooks score?
That's where I was going. Hooks is down 21-0 at halftime.
I saw that. I was kind of surprised by that. I think Hooks a better team than that, to at least go in there and compete. 21-0. I was expecting to be 21-14.
Yeah, these rivalry games go though. But one thing we all know about them is they can put up 21 points quick.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit surprised to see that. But the one I've really been kind of watching after going out here is this Dangerfield-Paul Pewitt game. 32-30 at halftime.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tons of points.
Yeah.
Dangerfield up?
No. Paul Pewitt's up 32-30.
Well, Dangerfield was
Great
up
game.
on them by a decent amount earlier. So
their coach told me here this week, he said, man, this is a game that can literally go either way. I think they're chasing their first perfect regular season. And, sorry, guys, it's so cold out here. But I hope we see a 70-point football game and both teams are in it. It'd be great.
Absolutely.
But just get down here to what matters. Longview's up 14-0 on Tyler Lee. Letting y'all know, Haynes King's trying to finish out his career with 1 loss.
Did you go to Longview?
Huh? I grew up. If you live in Longview, I grew up playing in Longview. Districts realigned, had to move. But I'm telling you, if you grew up in Longview, you're a Longview lover.
You did not attend Longview.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot more.
21.
I'm just saying, it takes a lot more than a 7-yard punt return to get a statue in Longview.
Hey, I could have made it there. Like I said, I could have started in Longview.
Get out of here.
For sure.
Maud is looking, I think, for their second win of the season, maybe first, 16-6 over Overton.
Do you have a Sabine score?
I do not follow Sabine.
Gladewater?
I don't follow Gladewater either. What are you talking about, Gladewater? But tell you, Hugh Springs is up on New Boston, 21-7.
21-7.
But back to this Pleasant Grove game. I mean, Craig, let me take that back. Lizzie.
Yes.
What is Spring Hill going to have to do to get back in this football game?
At this point, I don't know if there is any getting back into this game right here. From a perspective of protecting their quarterback in the future beyond this game, they might think about pulling the guy. I know that sounds terrible. You're 48-21, but the coaching staff's got some decisions at halftime. Do you want to protect your quarterback? You've got playoffs and further. think about pulling him right now because he is hurting. That last series, that last drive, he had a tough time getting up off the turf.
The only way Spring Hill gets back in this if that defensive line mans up a little bit and makes some tackles. Right now, they're just getting pushed 5 yards down the field. You know, it's gonna get even uglier. You know, the only thing keeping them in it is the kid that's getting hit hard in the game right now is making some good passes. I mean, he's been tough.
Well, you can tell the coaching there that they're moving. You know, when the middle's open, they're there. When it's not, they're moving. You know, they're going in trips and throwing to the flats.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're going where Pleasant Grove isn't, which is a sign, obviously, of great, you know, having a good coach. I don't see a path for them back into this football game, but, you know, I'm not sure, you know, what their plans are, but I think I'm with y'all. I mean, prepare for playoffs.
I think Pleasant Grove's always better the second half than they are the first half.
I'm feeling,
I've seen
just
a lot of
knowing
games
Gibson, I don't
pretty
know
close.
that, man, we're going to see a whole lot of these starters after middle of third quarter.
It's still a relatively close game. What are they up?
Everybody just looked at each other like, what are you talking about?
No, you have to look at it like
Right
this.
there.
Come out after half, you get a quick score. You know what I'm saying? You get a couple quick scores, you're pretty much right back in the ball game. You can't let off the gas by no means.
I mean, with the kind of offense they run, I guess, yes.
Yeah,
It is possible.
You can't let up off the gas. That's what I'm saying. I think PG's a second half team. Usually you come out, it's pretty close at the half for most games, and then the second half PG usually blows it out.
Yeah.
So
Well,
think
I
they'll
mean,
come out and
PG
put the
normally
foot back
stays
on the
around the
gas.
50 points. Kind of calls off the dogs if you look at their point system right now. Having 48 up at halftime, I mean, they're not going to score 80 points. I mean, they just wouldn't do that to anybody.
You were interviewing Coach Gibson before the game, and didn't he talk about they wanted to elevate their game tonight even further? And there for a while, they were playing the best I've seen. I've been to a handful of games here. It's the best I've seen them play.
Yeah.
PG.
Well, the defensive line tonight looks really, really good. I mean, they're controlling everything.
The first quarter and halfway through the second, I mean, it was a complete domination.
Yeah.
And then because it just got a little chippy at the
Yeah.
end, calls didn't go their way, and it kind of allowed them to get back into it. But I agree with Liz. It's really going to be about protecting that quarterback. As much as you talk about the defensive line, the offensive line hasn't really been very physical against this defensive line. I mean, I'm sure it is a lot of effort to go against Pleasant Grove's defensive line, play after play. The thing is, their defense hasn't been on the field that much. The offense has had to carry most of it.
Yeah, I tell you, like we've never had to talk about officiating.
No.
Not everybody has a job, but there have been some hopefully they're in there having a conversation about what is a pass interference and what is not.
What is an NFL call? What is a high school
He
call?
didn't touch it.
Yeah, I mean, I know they have a tough job, but been some very questionable ones. So anyway, I think, but our Razorbacks, Arkansas has up 47-0 at halftime.
Wow. Over Hope. I hope they would have showed up.
Do we have a Genoa Falk score?
No, I don't have it.
Okay. Somebody told us we're missing the best game in Texarkana.
That's a big rivalry.
That's why it's a really big rivalry game.
It is.
What's the score on the LE game right
On the LE game? I can't believe I didn't cover that one. I've been kind of following it. I really, really, really had them winning this game, but I saw earlier, I think they had a punt. They were on their 2-yard line and punted it to their 4. At least 4-yard line. Like a 2-yard punt. They're down 26-0 right now in the third quarter.
I actually picked LE to get their first W tonight. I'm actually surprised by that score.
Yeah, I knew they were making some drastic changes, but it was what they had to do. I mean, it was like, what we're doing is not working. We got to try something different. You know what I mean? So, I think Clinton King and his school have a very bright future. They're winning at every level, just not varsity. And by winning, I mean every one of them are competing for a district championship next week.
Absolutely.
So, and we all know there's always going to be great athletes out of there. But, sometimes the coaching changes. It takes a little bit. But as far as a character guy, great guy, I personally like him. Even outside of just being a coach, I like him just as a friend. And I think bright things are coming for that program. And when I say I think, what I'm really saying is I know there are. It's just, I'm sure he wasn't expecting this when he took that job. I think he knew he had a horrible schedule he was going to have to fight through, but I don't think he ever could have expected
And he didn't pick that schedule.
No, he did not pick that schedule. I not only feel bad for him, his coaching staff, I feel bad for his kids too.
And to be honest with you, it's probably why it's 26-0.
Yeah, I mean, that schedule is just, that's demoralizing.
Yeah, but when he was on the show, he was putting those sunglasses on because the future showed so.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got. They have a
couple
really
years.
bright future.
He'll have Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah,
for him over there.
They have a quarterback that is. I mean, he's really good. Then they got Julio Jones out there.
Yeah, they've got an 8th grade team that's on.
Yeah, their 8th grade team's really good. The best football game I've probably been to. I don't want to say ever because I'm sure there's been another.
8th grade for me.
8th grade football game against Pleasant Grove, 42-42 tie. It was great. It was a great football game.
That's who our Gilmer 8th graders get to play next week is Liberty High-Low.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'll
Good luck.
see what our kids tell us.
Good luck, guys.
Playing for the district championship.
Lamar Jackson's
Y'all welcome to
coming
come.
to
We may
town.
come and do because we can do the entire game, or you can watch it on our Facebook page. But yeah, once again, I hate that for him and his staff and the kids. But bright things are coming, guarantee it. Still 21-6 Texas High. Just to update, if you're just now joining us, Pleasant Grove is up 48-21 at half. I'm still trying to decide how Spring Hill got to 21 points. Do what?
We need to find that score for the Falcon Genoa game.
I don't know how to find the Falcon Genoa score. I'm going to be honest. It is very difficult to find an Arkansas
I'll be
football
honest.
score.
I've heard of those teams maybe twice in my life, so.
Well, you're going to be on game day. I need y'all to figure this out.
14-14 at halftime.
14-14 at halftime? How do you find that so fast?
I've got someone messing with me.
Oh, you have an insider. You weren't going to tell us about. Weren't going to tell us about. Well, that probably moved you into top 5 roofers in Texarkana.
That put me about 3, I guess.
Move you up to 3.
3. That was some good information.
You need to find you some unreliable sources, some unreliable news sources to get you back number 1.
Absolutely, that's what I'm going to do.
Definitely know a news station that can bring
If y'all don't know Tony is like by far. I don't know anything about roofing, but I do know that I never see more than like anybody recommend maybe one other person. And this isn't a hate on anybody that does roofing in Texarkana. Sure, it's some great people, but it is Tony's got the market share, and somebody didn't even. On a voting thing, allegedly, Tony wasn't even in the top 5.
I don't even want to comment on it. I'm just going to.
This is so dumb. Anyway, you got to start spending money with them. You might get back in the top 5.
I just don't know if I can ever read it again.
Anyway, Tony. What can Spring Hill do to get back in? We talked about Lizzie. What can they do?
They're going to have to. The defense is going to have to start playing defense. I think they've got the offense to put up points.
Yeah, because they're playing a defense that averages 16 points a game given up.
Who gets the ball first in the second half? Do y'all know?
Pleasant Grove.
Yeah,
that's rough. They're going to have to get a quick touchdown and hope their defense can make a stop because I think they can score 42 points.
Yeah.
I just don't think they can keep Pleasant Grove from scoring 60.
I think it said a lot early in the first half when Spring Hill went for it, 4th down, inside their own 40-yard line. I mean, they know that Pleasant Grove's going to score.
And I'm going to tell you, if they're going to have to throw the ball every down, I don't see their quarterback making the game. I mean, I don't. I mean, that's been brutal. That was the hardest hitting. I've never seen a quarterback take that many big hits in a high school game.
Right back up again and keep playing. I mean, he is so tough.
Pleasant Grove has a decision to make in this game. How many points do we want to put on the board? It's completely up to Pleasant Grove at this point. How much, if they're in control of how many.
I think this first drive, if Pleasant Grove goes down and scores, if they go score right off the bat, and Spring Hill comes out and doesn't score, it's ball game. But we all know Johnny, and I don't think he came here to quit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But he does have to start thinking about, what are the playoffs going to look like if I don't have my starting quarterback?
If I was Pleasant Grove, to me the big thing, at the end of the half there, Ben went in limping. My big thing is I'd want to get out of here healthy for the playoffs.
Right. Be smart about it.
He does have to start
Well, let's do this. Let's go to the Spring Hill Band, and Pleasant Grove will be up right after them. This threw me off.
selection of Mrs. Tori DePriest, the American Girl Team High School champions for 24 years, our spectacular Pleasant Grove Showstoppers. Junior Lieutenant Kaylin Skates, Junior Lieutenant Holly Thornton, Senior Lieutenant Kara Ancourt, Senior Lieutenant Rachel Hemphill, Senior Lieutenant Zoe May. The 2019-2020 Showstopper Captain is Senior Chloe Carpenter. Showstopper of the Week from last week is Kinley Cordray. Showstopper this week is Jordan Poe. Tonight the Showstoppers will perform a streamer jazz dance to Hard to Handle. KSG, ladies. Services and Texarkana Star Realty. Thank you for your magnificent support. Let's hear it for our Showstoppers. And now for your continuing halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the Pride in Motion, the award-winning Pleasant Grove High School Marching Band. Will perform their 2019 production Bionic. Their music selection for tonight includes Immortalized by Hidden Citizens and Paradise Lost by Delta Heavy, which features the percussion section and the hymn of Axiom by Vienna Tank. The band is under the student leadership of Senior Drum Major Tommy Time. And now proceeding it up for the Pride in Motion, the Pleasant Grove High School Marching Band. band members for all of their hard work and dedication to the Pleasant Grove Band Program. From playing their first note in beginner band to performing before you this evening, senior night, these students have given a lot of time and effort into their craft and have served the high school band program well over the last 4 years. Senior band members, please wave to the crowd and be recognized for your last halftime performance at Hart Stadium. And let's give these students a big round of applause. And now, the Fighting Bush will finish their performance of their 2019 production, Bionic. High School